Week 2 of Iowa high school football here on Iowa Prep Sports Postgame. I'm Nathan Ford with the Gazette, and I suppose since we're in Iowa, I should be saying Week 2. Sorry, basketball guy, wrestling joke. We're going to keep it to football for the rest of the night, I promise. We'll kick things off with a top 10 battle in Mount Vernon. Big rivalry game as well, as 3A number 9 Mount Vernon hosted number 6 Solon. Now in this rivalry, the Spartans have been dominant for a long time. They've won 18 straight against the Mustangs going into this one, but Mount Vernon is a really good team and has great tradition as well. Let's go out to Mount Vernon. Beautiful facility there on First Avenue. It's a great setting for high school football. A little misty tonight, but we can deal with that for sure. Trenton Pitlick owned the first half for Mount Vernon. Breaking free here. Eventually I caught up with him too. Followed him into the end zone as the Mustangs took a 7-0 lead. Solon would come right back though with a bomb from Blake Timmons to Jake Quillen. This was just a couple of plays after Mount Vernon had taken the lead. Tied it up at 7, and that really set the tone for the rest of the night. It was pretty much back and forth all the way. Pitlick got involved in the passing game too. Colton Brassi winds out, finds him, and Mount Vernon takes a 14-7 lead. That came on 3rd and long. So the Mustangs able to convert and find the end zone. Fans are obviously super excited about that one. It was a great crowd tonight in Mount Vernon. How about another Pitlick highlight? Try to count how many guys he makes miss here. All kinds of moves. He's got the speed, he's got the power. Mount Vernon driving, and they said, let's just give it to Pitlick again. He's able to punch it into the end zone. Mount Vernon would take a 21-7 lead, looking to snap that streak. But Solon got a big play just before halftime. The interception here from Parker Pennico would set the Spartans up beautifully with just a couple of minutes left in the second quarter. And Sean Staley would take advantage, cutting into the lead as Solon got within 21-14 going into the half. Defense made another big play to end the half as Mount Vernon was driving. I didn't say for the second half, but Ryan Pleggenkuhle did. So let's go over to him to see how this one wrapped up.
It's a final for Mount Vernon. 3A number 6 Solon comes back in the second half to take down number 9 Mount Vernon 41-27. Solon trailed 21-14 at the half, but were sparked by big second halves from Blake Timmons and Sean Staley. Timmons had 2 second-half touchdowns and an interception on defense, and Staley added 2 touchdowns. Staley also rushed for 195 yards in the game, and Timmons was 8 of 16 for 160 passing yards. Mount Vernon played tough throughout the game. Senior running back Trenton Pitlick rushed for 141 yards, had 97 receiving yards, and 4 total touchdowns. Solon will host Williamsburg next Friday, while Mount Vernon will travel to Tipton. Back to you, Nathan.
All right, so Solon wins its 19th straight against Mount Vernon. Another ranked matchup in the Gazette area tonight. It was 3A number 3 West Delaware hosting 4A number 6 Cedar Xavier. These two teams were some of the best in Class 3A last year. This year they're in different classes, but obviously this was still a super interesting matchup over in Manchester. Jeff Linder was there, and I think we've got a report from him from Manchester.
Hey, this is Jeff Linder from the Gazette, reporting from Manchester, where Cedar Rapids Xavier held off West Delaware 23-21 in a really good football game here tonight. Xavier ranked number 6 in the Gazette poll in Class 4A. West Delaware is number 3 in Class 3A. Xavier built a 23-7 lead. It was 10-7 at halftime. Xavier scored a couple of touchdowns to start the second half. An Alex Neal 1-yard run, and then a 21-yard run by Michael Cunningham. That made it 23-7. Extra point was blocked on the second touchdown there, and that darn near made a big difference. West Delaware came roaring right back. Touchdown and 2-point conversion with 2:24 left in the third quarter made it 23-15. And then the Hawks got within 2 points, 23-21 on a pass back to the quarterback, Connor Funk to Kyle Cole. That made it 23-21. They went for 2, of course, and ran it up the middle, and the Saints stopped them there. West Delaware had 200-yard rushers in Wyatt Volker and also with Cole, but Xavier prevailed despite getting outgained by about 90 yards. They had a short field on 2 or 3 of their touchdown drives, including the first one. Interception set the Saints up at the 14, and they punched it right in for the lead. West Delaware never led the game. It was 10-7 at halftime. And like I said, final score here was 23-21. Xavier will play at Dubuque-Wahlert next week. West Delaware hosts Decorah. Again, the final score from Manchester: Cedar Rapids Xavier 23, West Delaware 21. This is Jeff Linder reporting. Back to you, Nate.
All right, thank you, Jeff. We had a big upset, speaking of rivalries, in Class 5A tonight. Number 2, Ankeny loses to Ankeny Centennial 14-7. Centennial, remember, lost its opener against Indianola last week, so a big bounce-back win for the Jags. You just never know what's going to happen in rivalries like that. Top-ranked Southeast Polk handled number 5 West Des Moines Valley, 40-21 tonight. Dowling, ranked number 3, came back to beat Waukee Northwest 17-10. Fourth-ranked Cedar Rapids Prairie got another win shorthanded, beating Dubuque Senior 28-14. Number 6 Johnston lost to 8th-ranked Urbandale 17-7. Another great rivalry there. Number 7 Cedar Rapids Kennedy here at Kingston Stadium beat Bettendorf 28-7. And number 10 Cedar Falls beat Waterloo West 52-14. 9th-ranked Pleasant Valley bounced back with a 35-0 win over Dubuque Hempstead. Talking about that Indianola team having beaten Centennial last week, both top-ranked teams in Class 4A looked really impressive tonight. Indianola beating number 10 Glenwood 52-16. And then the other number 1, we had co-number 1s in our poll this week. North Scott beat Western Dubuque 33-13. Bobcats now 0-2, but they've faced a really tough schedule to start, losing to Xavier last week. Thursday night, number 3 Cedar Rapids Washington beat Marion 26-9. Elsewhere tonight, it was 4th-ranked Lewis Central all over Carlisle 70-22. Number 5 Winterset beating Creston 28-7. Number 6 Cedar Rapids Xavier, as Linder mentioned, beat West Delaware 23-21. 7th-ranked Bondurant Farrar over Dallas Center Grimes 33-17. We've got to talk about Waverly Shell Rock for a second. The Go Hawks were not ranked in our preseason poll. All they did last week was go out and beat 3A number 3 Waukon 45-6. That was a game that was postponed till Saturday, so that's why we didn't cover it last week. And then Waverly Shell Rock went out and beat Crestwood 48-6 tonight. They're ranked number 8 now in Class 4A. Number 9 Norwalk beat Des Moines Lincoln at 35-14. In Class 3A, top-ranked Harlan all over Grinnell 56-7. Number 2 Boynton Hull Rock Valley over Western Christian 34-13. Number 5 Independence beat Clear Creek Amana 28-14. 7th-ranked Davenport Assumption over Dubuque-Wahlert 48-14 on Thursday. Number 7 Humboldt beat Garner Hayfield Ventura 41-14. And then we've got to talk about Class 2A. Both top-ranked teams played ranked 3A teams, and both of them lost. Central Lion George Little Rock is one of them. The Lions are now 0-2. They've lost to a couple of teams that are ranked in classes above them. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of there, but it is just strange to see a number 1 team start the season 0-2. Tonight it was Central Lion George Little Rock losing to 3A number 4 Sergeant Bluff Luton 28-21. And then our other number 1, West Marshall, lost to 3A number 10 Nevada 35-12. Nevada, a team that looks to be climbing the rankings already early in the season. Another upset in 2A, although you could probably say it's not much of an upset, but the result certainly was. Number 6 Estherville Lincoln Central 40-7 over 3rd-ranked West Lyon. Number 4 OABCIG beat Storm Lake 42-10. Number 5 PCM lost tonight to Newton 10-8. Number 7 Southeast Valley beat Emmetsburg 46-0. It was 8th-ranked Spirit Lake over Forest City 49-0. The number 9 Clear Lake lost to Algona 47-23. This is where I give myself a little personal shout out because I did have Algona in the rankings this week. Bulldogs are now 2-0. And then number 10 Williamsburg lost to 1A number 1 Van Meter 20-0. Also in 1A was number 2 Underwood over Sioux Center over Clarinda, 47-7. Number 3 West Sioux beat Sioux Center 42-27. 4th-ranked Regina beat West Liberty 34-6. It was number 5 MFL Marmac 34, Clayton Ridge 17. 6th-ranked South Central Calhoun was shut out, lost to Pocahontas area 7-0. 7th ranked Sigourney Keota beat Mid Prairie 42-12. That was a game we had our eye on here at the Gazette, and the Cobras with an impressive win over the Golden Hawks. 8th ranked Pella Christian beat Panorama 44-7. Number 9 Dyersville Beckman shut out Anamosa 38-0. Another battle between a number 1 team in one class playing a team above them and losing. It was Class A number 1 Grundy Center falling to 1A number 9 Dyke New Hartford 13-10. If you tuned in last week, I mentioned I think we might have underranked Dyke New Hartford by a lot to start the season. The Wolverines have now beaten 2 ranked teams. They beat Waterloo Columbus last week and then go out and knock off Class A's top-ranked team tonight. Number 2 Logan Magnolia also lost in Class A. They lost to a fellow Class A school, number 9 Woodbury Central 18-13. So expect to see the Wildcats climbing the polls this week. Another ranked matchup in Class A. Number 3 West Hancock beat number 4 Mason City Newman 32-6. Number 5, Lisbon over North Cedar, 58-6. Number 6, Oakland Riverside, topping Council Bluffs St. Albert, 49-36. Number 7, AHSTW, got all that, lost to Earlham, 40-7. Number 7, Hartley Melvin Sanborn beat Lamar's Galen, 44-33. Number 9, North Lynn shut out East Buchanan, 20-0. And we already mentioned the other number 9, Woodbury Central, beating Logan Magnolia. In a player tonight, number 1, Cam cruises past Woodbine 76-20. Number 2, Audubon beat Boyer Valley 53-14. 3rd ranked Montezuma now 3-0 with a 64-26 win over Grandview Christian. Number 4, Easton Valley 67, Elkader Central 8. Number 5, Remsen St. Mary's shut out River Valley 59-0. 6th ranked Janesville beat West Central 50-20. Number 8, Newell Fonda beat Siouxland Christian 75-14. 9th ranked Fremont Mills bounced back against Stanton, winning 64-36. And the other number 9, Don Bosco, falls to 0-2. They lose to Turkey Valley 48-42 in double overtime. Got a couple more Gazette area scores here to close you out. Starting in the bigger classes, Iowa City High beat Cedar Rapids Jefferson 68-0. It was Linn-Mar over Iowa City Liberty 25-15. Iowa City West all over Muscatine 42-7. Washington, that's Washington, Iowa, beat Mount Pleasant 22-0. Another shutout, Benton Community over Center Point Urbana 10-0. Independence 28-14 over Clear Creek Amana. Mustangs ranked number 5 in 3A. Elsewhere, Waukon bounces back with a 15-0 win over a Decorah team that a lot of people thought highly of coming into this season, so a nice win there for Waukon. Monticello now 2-0, beat Maquoketa 27-6. It was Vinton-Shellsburg 7, Olwine 0. North Valley beat Sumner Fredericksburg 22-6. Tigerhawks are 2-0. Iowa Valley lost to Winfield Mount Union 66-42. It was South Tama over Sadell 33-0. Belle Plaine beat Madrid 20-6. Starmont 42, Bellevue 38. Waterloo Columbus bounces back against West Branch with a 17-6 win. Cascade beat Durant 32-16. Lansing Key 64, Central City 8. Highland beat Columbus Community 48-20. Dunkerton over Meskwaki 68-16. Easton Valley, we mentioned them, 67-8 over Elkader Central. English Valleys beat Lone Tree 12-0. And HLV lost to Waco 41-13. And Jessup beat Postville 64-14. You can find all of the scores, all of our coverage at thegazette.com every Friday night.